Hello everyone! I am Ma'am Lani, your grade 7 English teacher.
Bridging the gap of illiteracy. Breaking on education amidst pandemic. Breaking connections to the world. Empowering language on humanity. Let's bring the world of learning in one channel. Welcome to Business Combinations English TV.
For this week, English 7, Quarter 3, Week 5, our topic is about expressing one's own values and beliefs, Part 1. And for the most essential learning competency, we have express one's beliefs, convictions based on a material view. And for the duration, Week 5 from March 14 to March 18. And for our reference, English Quarter 3 Learner's Packet. And for the lesson objective, we have make a stand on the material view. The Philippines is an archipelago, not only of more than 7,000 islands, but also of diverse customs and traditions. These traditions are formed as a result of our ancestors' beliefs. Now, interview your parent, guardian, or older sibling on their beliefs on marriage. Then, use the opinion barometer illustration and draw the emotion to show whether you agree or not. Beliefs are ideas that we accept and claim as truth. We consider them important that we adapt this into our everyday lives as well as in our decision making. Our values, attitudes, and behaviors are influenced by these ideas that we strongly believe in. In today's lesson, you will read about some of the beliefs that Filipinos live by, especially familial milestone, particularly on wedding days. On weddings, some Filipinos are inclined to Catholic conventions brought by the Spanish colonizations, but are also mixed with pre-colonial customs. Listed below are the notable examples of such traditions. We have number 1, PAMAMANHIKAN. This is the first step in a Filipino wedding where the groom's family meet the bride's family and serve as the groom's official proposal. Usually, they sit down, have a feast, and talk about the bride and groom's plans for the wedding. This ends with both families giving gifts to each other. And then we also have veil and cord. In the wedding day, chosen godparents or sponsors put the veil and cord to the bride and groom, with the veil symbolizing the bride and groom being clothed as one, and the cord wrapped around the couple in a figure 8 which symbolizes eternal bond of fidelity. Then we have number 3. We have the 13 coins and aras. The groom gives the bride the 13 coins or aras, which symbolizes the promise of prosperity to their future family. Number 4, we also have a shower of rice. It is usually done after the wedding ceremony. The newlyweds are showered with grains of rice as a sign of bounty and rain or blessings. Rice in weddings also holds a sacred status as pre-colonial Filipinos are bound with hands held together over a mound of rice blessed by a babaylan or priestess, which then becomes their first shared meal. Number 5, we have money dance or gala. This dance is usually the first dance of the newlyweds, whereas sponsors, family relatives, and guests pin bills to the bride and groom's clothes, which is considered a way to help the couple get started with their married life financially. Individuals have different points of view on subjects on how they express themselves in comparison to others. Consider the questions listed below while reading the story that follows. Now these are the questions. Number 1, how does a person stand up for a belief? The next one, what skills are required to take such a stand? Number 3, what are the challenges and risks involved when someone takes such a stand? Now read the excerpt of the short story entitled The Wedding Dance by Amador Daguio, a Filipino writer from Dubuagan, Kalinga before the World War II. The story is set in the mountains of northern Philippines, in a traditional community unspoiled by outside influence. The story may have happened before or after the Second World War, one summer night before harvest time. Awiyaw is a strong, muscular, industrious member of the tribe. He'd been married to Lumnay for 7 years, yet without children. He loves Lumnay and was a good husband to her, but he is forced to take another wife as the laws of their society dictate. Lumnay is a tough, graceful woman who is also an industrious worker. She was a loving wife to Awiyaw, but after the failure to give him an offspring, she has to suffer separation from the love of her life. Madulimay is the woman chosen to be Awiyaw's new wife. She holds the promise of continuity of Awiyaw's lineage. So here, we have a forced love triangle. On the night of the festivities for his second wedding, Awiyaw visits his first wife Lumnay in the house he built for her. Awiyaw is worried that Lumnay is not among the wedding dancers. He invites her to the dance, but she remains still. He apologizes to her and explains why the situation between them had to be this way. It is clear that they understood each other. They do not point fingers nor judge one another. Awiyaw expresses his admiration and love for his wife and his regret for giving in to the pressure of producing an offspring. He encourages Lumnay to accept another husband. Lumnay, however, is adamant and stands her ground. She will love only one man. Awiyaw promises to come back to her if he fails again for the second time. But Lumnay wishes him and his new wife only blessings from Kabunyan. She admits to him how difficult the situation is for her. When Awiyaw is called back to the dance, he pauses as if to think over his decision. Lumnay accepts his invitation to the dance and plucks up her courage to face her tribe. The joys of the past and the pains memories keep bringing her. However, she changes her mind and runs away from the ceremony towards the bean fields where she lingers for a long while to be with the beans. The producer is able to breathe. Now in learning task 1, after reading the excerpt, answer the following questions. Remember, this is not part of your output, so you can write your answers in your notebook. Question number 1, what is the situation of Awiyaw and Lumnay's marriage? With a new marriage, Lumnay is about to be separated from the love of her life. Number 2, how did Lumnay respond to Awiyaw when he invited him to come to the wedding dance? She couldn't hide her sadness when Awiyaw invited her to the wedding dance. Number 3, what was expected of them during their time of marriage? Were they able to fulfill it? They are expected to have children in order to continue the growth of their clan. After being married for 7 years, Lumnay failed to give Awiyaw a child. Okay, number 4. Do you think Awiyaw and Lumnay love each other? Explain your answer. Yes, you can tell by reading the story that the two are deeply in love with each other. And question number 5, if you were in the situation of Awiyaw and Lumnay, would you defy your tribe traditions? Why or why not? I will follow the tradition because in this life I think that our happiness should also translate with the happiness of the people around us. We can't be selfish to forget about the people around us. This time, I am confident that you are now ready to do exercises by your own. But remember, make sure that your intermediate paper is presentable with complete details to avoid mixed up. Prepare your intermediate paper now. Okay, you write your surname first, your given name, your middle initial, then your section, then the subject, English 7, and then we have quarter 3, week 5. Okay, in day 2, we have learning task 2. For day 3, we have learning task 3. For day 4, we have the assessment. Now, in day 2, learning task 2, this is the direction. Let us know more about the characters of the story. Copy and fill out the character graphic organizer below with the needed information. Write your answer on your paper. So on the first column, that is the description. The second, it is write about Awiyaw, and then the third column is for Lumnay. The first question, describe the characters' traits of Awiyaw and Lumnay. Number 2, what does the character want and why? Next, how did they respond to their situation in the story? And number 4, do you agree with their beliefs and actions? Why or why not? Day 3, learning task 3. On your paper, write a 10-sentence paragraph reflection about one of the themes of the story you have read, like the one mentioned in the illustration. You may indicate in your paragraph whether you agree with the theme or not. Your paragraph will be graded based on the following criteria. First, organization 5 points, content 5 points, writing mechanics 5 points. So the topic is love doesn't always conquer everything. Day 4, assessment. List down the customs and beliefs mentioned or implied in the story you have read. Next, put a check mark whether you agree or disagree with them. Then write down your explanation regarding your response. Alright, so on the first column, we have the customs and beliefs. Then we have, you put a check mark if you agree, and then the third one is disagree, and then explain your answer. There you have it! You have successfully gone through week 5 of quarter 3. Congratulations! Just make sure that you will complete the answers in all the learning tasks before the submission. If you have comments or suggestions, you may reach out to your subject teacher through text message, call, or group chat in Messenger. And please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to be updated on our new videos. And please don't skip ads. You can also like and share our videos so that other grade 7 students can also watch and learn. Bye! See you on our next session. Happy learning!